I was expecting the worst before playing Sony's Lego version of their PS4 adventure Horizon Zero Dawn. After all, the review scores were on the lower end, almost bordering on a full backlash. But what I found is actually a pretty good game. As a fan of linear retro action titles, beat 'em ups and so on, Lego Horizon Adventure is a pretty solid substitute for exactly that kind of game. It's a collection of linear stages, mostly made up of top-down enemy arenas, which could be a pretty boring affair if it wasn't for a surprisingly satisfying combat system. Here you need to target the weak spots of those Lego robot dinosaurs, just like in the main games, and dodge many long-range attacks. With a wide variety of enemy patterns, gimmicks and a myriad of weapons in addition to your basic charging shot, it creates a surprisingly engaging gameplay loop. Especially when faced with a large number of enemies, it's pretty satisfying to mash through these Lego dinosaurs with rocket boots, giant hammers, arrow traps, or by using environmental elements like fire or ice. The game truly comes together on the highest and second highest difficulties, both of which you can choose from the start. When a single attack drains half your health or even more, these evade patterns in correlation with a limited number of special attacks and these moving weak points, especially on boss enemies, make for shockingly tight battles. By far the biggest weak point is the level design in between the action. There are traces of platforming and puzzle solving in a few stages, but calling it a platformer, adventure game or anything like that would be a stretch. The majority of the levels are straight lines with barely a couple of very short side roads containing extra currency, often no more interactive than a walking simulator. There's also not much you can do with the Lego bricks within a level, they are mostly static. All the brick building comes from customizing your hub world and characters. The reason why I didn't mind these rather bland level parts, as shallow as it might sound, was the presentation. While other Lego games, especially by developer Traveler's Tales, often create stark and quote-unquote realistic environments around their Lego characters and brick buildings, in Horizon absolutely everything is made of virtual Legos. Thanks to great lighting and smart camera angles, these plastic bricks never looked this good, and alongside the great orchestral soundtrack, there's a certain satisfaction in taking in these environments. The plot and the characters follow your typical Lego formula, lots of meta jokes, one-liners and no single serious storytelling moments. I won't pretend it's all hilarious, but even as a cynical gaming fan, I found the tone surprisingly enjoyable. Most of the dialogue and the quirky animations don't come across as annoying or trite, even as an adult.
Yeah, that hurt.
It feels thought out. If the developers had aimed for more engaging level design and expanded the game's platforming and puzzle opportunities, Lego Horizon could have even been a great game. But even just looking at its biggest selling point, the battle gameplay on higher difficulties, it's like a classic top-down action game from back in the day, similar to old school titles like Zombies Ate My Neighbors or the best games on Xbox 360's live arcade service. And frankly, it's the kind of games Sony should make more often, definitely more than the likes of Concord.
In the wilds are little secrets.